What's up, YouTube? It's Artisan MC. Holy shit. So, Sony Marvel dropped the official Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, and damn. Great, great, great fucking lead-ins for this movie. Right off the bat, I know everybody's talking about it already, is the mention of a multiverse. Yes, I knew that in-game could serve as a nexus point for rewriting reality and getting the new properties back of Fantastic Four and the X-Men into the MCU. That it was a perfect point to do it. You got the reality stone right there. You can do something to bring these characters back in without having to explain a lot. And they basically just did it in one trailer. Nick Fury said one line and took care of all that. The snap ruptured our dimension. And now you got people who can pass between. Awesome. That makes me so happy as a comic fan and a geek, because I was going to see Far From Home anyway, but I didn't know what to expect outside of seeing Mysterio and Jake Gyllenhaal playing that role, which I think could be interesting. Mysterio was always one of those characters I was kind of interested in, so I was fine with it. But hearing that he is from another Earth, he's opened the door for all types of possibilities, even more possibilities than were left in Endgame. So I'm happy about this. I'm sure any comic book geek is just, having their geekgasms right now thinking about this. I may be late to the party because I worked, but dang it, I had a coworker telling me I got to see this, and I had to stop working to watch this trailer. And I was happy that I did, because this was something special. Big props to Marvel for actually going there and sewing this all up. Other dimension means that you can get Miles Morales showing up in this. I mean, the first thing I think of seeing the trailer is you see Peter dressed up in all black, and the first thing I'm thinking is Spider-Man Noir, right? So I'm thinking, you can do Spider-Verse in the Spider-Man movies. You can do Spider-Verse and introduce all these other Spider people, the Spider family, since you just did the animated movie and it was so popular. It won a damn Oscar. You can introduce all these other Spider people, which is cool, because the first one that comes to mind is, Miles. Second is possibly Spider-Woman, which would probably help you salvage the Captain Marvel second movie if you recast her with somebody else. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, they recast War Machine after one movie. They can recast the lead actor after one movie. I'm sure nobody would mind, except for maybe the lead actress, but we're not really caring about that right now. But to move on, you can do that. You can introduce the X-Men. You can introduce mutants. You can use the word mutants. You can have the Fantastic Four there. You can have the possibility of Thanos not being dead, of Tony Stark not being dead. You can bring another Thor in, which would probably be that Jane Foster Thor that they want to push into the movies. The door, the barn door, the gate, whatever you want to call it, is spillway is wide open for anything to come in now, and that was great. That's great, because with this I see possibilities to fixing some of the things that have already happened in Marvel MCU and helping you to fix some of those things. So I'm happy. I mean, I'm more interested to see the movie now because you got Fury back at the helm, being a man on the wall and checking out all this weird shit that's going on behind the scenes. While everybody's happy about the end game being over, he's still checking out the threats to the planet and everything else, which is where he's supposed to be. Spider-Man going towards or grappling with the idea of the world needing a new Iron Man. I think that's a good thing. They put that in there, and hopefully it leads them back to giving Peter back his intelligence. Because as you know, in the comics, Peter is really intelligent. I mean, at one point in the comics, he was like the cheaper version of Tony Stark. He had his own company and everything, which was awesome. Right. But in the movies, they dumbed him down and gave his tech abilities to Tony Stark, having him design his suit and give him the Iron Spider suit, which kind of leaves Peter Parker as not that smart. But they've done that a couple times in MCU, namely with Peter Parker and Black Panther. But I see this as a way for them to correct that. And I would like that change. I would welcome that change, because what outside of the movies they were doing was trying to push Captain Marvel as the face of the MCU. And that does not work. Yes, her name is Marvel, but it doesn't work, especially not with this actress out in front. That's not going to take. But what I see them doing in this trailer is getting back to having Spider-Man be the face of this MCU, which he should be, because Spider-Man is the face of Marvel Comics, not Captain Marvel. So if this is an editorial thing where, you know, as I just went over in my Endgame video, that the studios watch what's going on and they kind of moving Captain Marvel back to the sideline and stop trying to push her in front so much because they're seeing the fan reaction from it, that this can be a reason that they're pushing Spider-Man up a little bit more now. Because I believe this movie was supposed to come out in June initially, and now the release date is saying July. So I'm thinking they pushed it back a little bit. And if they pushed it back a little bit, that means they're putting some other stuff in the movie. They're doing something. Reshoots, added scenes, or tweaking some things. I don't know. They're doing something. And that's fine, as long as the movie stays consistently good. You know, it's not blaring. So I'm excited for the movie. The only gripes that I see at the moment is it looks like he's fighting elemental forces, and that could be a downside. You know, I see a fire demon, I see a water beast, I see some whirlwind thing, and I'm like, and the first thing I'm thinking is, are they going to make Captain Planet or what the fuck? Because I've seen that in a movie before from Marvel, and that was that first Ghost Rider, and he was basically fighting elemental forces, and that gets kind of lame. I mean, unless they're going to tell me that was the Molten Man, Hydro Man, and I don't know, maybe the Sandman or Whirlwind or somebody, then I might buy it. But for right now, I'm not feeling the elemental creatures that Mysterio is fighting. Even though Mysterio does look cool, I'm not feeling those elemental creatures. I think that's kind of cheap. So I'm waiting to see what else comes out about this movie. I'll probably watch one more trailer, because I know one is going to have to come out like towards the end of May, early June, just to make sure they're getting all those other people that didn't get it. But that'll be the last one I see, and then I'll go radio silence or media blackout on the trailer, because I'm going to go see the movie anyway, and they don't need to show me another trailer, and I don't want things spoiled or ruined for me when I do. So for me, my reaction is excited. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie now. I want to see some more of what's going on in this, and I will be surfing those interwebs, seeing what little nuggets of information I can find out and pick up. So in the meantime, like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.